I'm happy to be here. Like Z had said, work at your own pace here, and go through your own range of motion. If I'm doing something that seems like it's a little bit wider than maybe your body's going to do, don't force your body to do anything. Just go where you feel the gentle stretch. We're going to start up with a slight warm-up. I'm really going to get the joints moving, okay, and work through our mobilization through the joints, and then we're going to go into some gentle stretches after that. So the whole thing should feel good. We're going to start with the top of the body here, and we're just waking up the body. It's morning time, so we're going to do some neck exercises, and we're going to stand up nice and tall. Think of lengthening the spine, okay? And you can do this seated or standing, okay? And you're going to just go ahead and look to one direction, feel the gentle pull, come back to center, and then we're going to look the other direction, feel the gentle pull, and come back to center. And now we're going to go ahead and take our gaze up and look towards the ceiling. And back to center. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to look down. And back to center. So we're going to do that 2 more times just like that, looking to one side, taking a deep breath, and letting it out. And back to center, looking to the other side. Inhale and exhale, back to center, trying to keep your posture nice and tall, looking up, and back to center, and then down, and back to center. One more time, just like that. Look to one side, and breathe, back to center, other side, and breathe, back to center, looking up, and breathe, back to center, and down, and breathe, and back to center. Good, from here we're going to do shoulder rolls back. We're going to do 8 shoulder rolls back. Our hands can stay at our side. Again, this is seated or standing here, okay? So roll it back. 2, going through your own range of motion. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. All right, we're going to do that again, but this time, if you can, you're going to bring your arms out to the side, and we're going to focus on some arm circles here. Okay, so we're going to do 5 back. All right, and if not, we're going to just stick with the shoulder rolls we just did. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now let's reverse it and go forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and let the arms rest. Shake it out for a second. Again, these can all be done standing. All right. Exactly. It looks exactly the same from a standing position. The harder ones I'll show you standing if it's a little more confusing. Okay. We're going to do that one more time with the straight arm shoulder rolls. And again, if it's too much to bring your hands up, you can always just stick right here with the arms at your side. Okay. So this time we're going to take our shoulder circles a little bit bigger, and we're going to start forward this time. Okay. A little bit bigger than last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we're going to reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and shake it out a little bit. The next exercise we're going to do is we're going to do inhales. We're going to reach it up. And then exhale. Bring it down. Okay, we're going to do 6 of these. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale. Bring it down from the standing position. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bring it down. Good. 3 more like that. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bring it down. 2 more. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bring it down. And 1 more. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, bring it down. Good, shake it out. All right, so from here, we're gonna do a couple sets of bicep flexion here, okay? So we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna come up and down, up and down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. We're going to do that again, okay? If you need to, you're going to stay just as we did it, okay, just from this position. And if you're ready to advance a little bit, we're going to bring the arms out to the side and tap into our shoulders here, okay? These can be done standing too. I'll show from the standing point of view. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Go ahead and shake it out. All right, from here, we're going to just do a couple wrist rolls. So if you've noticed here so far, we've worked on the neck, the shoulders, the elbows. Now we're moving on to the wrists, okay? So we're just waking everything up in the body. Just go ahead, roll those wrists. Give me 5 rolls forward, 5 rolls back. Your hands can be low, wherever they feel comfortable here, okay? And then I want you to just go ahead and give me some hand squeezes, okay? Open and close, open and close. All right, get the blood flowing everywhere here. Good. All right, so from here, we are going to do an overhead reach to a return to a toe touch. I'm going to show you from a seated position first, and then I'm going to show you from the standing position, okay? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to reach up, and then we're going to lower our hands down, and then you actually might want to come a little bit closer to the edge of your chair. You know, your bottom's still on there, but a little bit closer to the edge. And then you're going to reach down through your range of motion. Okay, just where you feel a nice stretch through the back. All right, and then bring it back. So one more seated, and then I'm going to go to standing. We're going to inhale, reach up, exhale, return, inhale, reach down, and then exhale, return. Okay, so that's our repetition. I'm going to show you from a standing position. We're going to go ahead and inhale, reach up, and then exhale, return, and then inhale, reach down through your range of motion, and then exhale, return, okay? All right, so here we go. We're going to do it again. Inhale, reach up, exhale, return, inhale, reach down, exhale, return. Okay, a few more reps. I'm going to do them seated again. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, return, inhale, reach down, and exhale, return. 2 more reps. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, return, inhale, reach down, and exhale, return. 1 more. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, return, and then inhale, reach down, and exhale, return. Good. Take a big inhale and exhale here. The next thing we're going to do is thoracic twists, okay? I'll show you seated and standing. For both of these variations, you're just going to have your hands across your shoulders if you can here, okay? If not, it's okay to just keep your hands at your sides as well, all right? So from here, from a seated position, we're just going to go ahead and exhale and just twist and feel that spine just kind of stretch out our thoracic spine, and then return, okay? Inhale and exhale, inhale, and now exhale. On the exhale, we're going to twist the other direction. Feel that nice stretch to the upper back. Feels so good in the morning. And return. Good. Okay, so we're going to keep with that. I'm going to show a few from a standing position. From the standing position, what I'm trying to do is keep my hips forward. I'm just trying to twist the upper part of my body. So it's going to look like this. Inhale. And then exhale. Twist. So I'm trying to twist the shoulder. My hips are staying forward. Inhale. Exhale. Return. In the middle, inhale. And exhale. Twist. Inhale. Exhale. Return. Good. We're going to do 3 more like that, okay? Inhale and exhale. Twist. Feels so good. Inhale. Exhale. Return. Inhale and exhale. Twist. Inhale. Exhale. Return. Good. 2 more. I'm going to do the last 2 seated. Inhale. Exhale. And twist. Inhale. Exhale. Return. Inhale. Exhale. And twist. Inhale. Exhale. Return. We've got 1 more on each side. Inhale. Exhale. Twist. Inhale. Exhale. Return. Inhale. Exhale. Twist. And inhale. And exhale. Return. Good. Go ahead and shake it all out here. We're going to go into a seated or standing march, okay? And we're going to go ahead and see if we go 5 to 10 reps per side. Okay, so if you're in the seated position, I do want you to walk your glutes a little bit closer towards the edge of the chair, just so you have a little more room, okay, to get that march. And if you can, I want you to think of this opposite hand-foot pattern. So when my one leg is going up, my opposite arm is going up, okay? These are really good cognitive exercises for the brain, okay, to keep our brain healthy as well. All right, so we're going to go ahead and march, 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 okay? Standing, same thing. March, 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 march. Just keep it going. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, quick rest. And then we're going to do that again. All right, just trying to elevate the internal temperature a little bit in the body here. Also getting our hip flexors moving, okay? Core control. All right, and again, think of that opposite hand foot pattern. Ready? And move at your own pace. Here we go. March, march. 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Shake it out. Okay. And the next thing we're going to do, these are going to look a little different standing to seated. Okay. So I'm going to show you both. Again, you're on the edge of your seat still for this. We're going to work on the hamstring. Just work on the top of the leg and the hip flexor in the front. We're going to work on the back of the leg now. Okay. So I want you to take one leg and extend it long. Okay. And you're keeping your foot on the ground and you're just sliding that foot all the way back till you're up on your toe, okay? All right, and then you're gonna go ahead and bring it back out, and then you're gonna do the other, okay? Slide, all right, onto the toe, and then bring it back. I would say bring it back to center, okay? And then other foot, slide, bring it in. You should feel the back of the leg working here, okay? That hamstring, okay? What this is going to look like from a standing position is going to look slightly different, okay? You are going to be kind of bringing your legs up, okay? Kind of kicking, you're close to butt kicker, okay? So kind of bringing, you're shifting your weight side to side, so there's a balance and coordination factor here, okay? Do what feels comfortable for your arms. For me, sometimes that a little bit of momentum helps me, but you can keep your arms still if you need to, okay? And you're just kind of bending and kicking that heel up towards your back side, okay? All right, so a few more reps here. And again, if you're sitting, you're just taking turns with those legs. Slide up onto the toe. Bring it back to center. Other side. Slide up onto the toe. Bring it back to center. Slide up onto the toe. Bring it back to center. One more. Slide up on the toe and bring it back to center. Good. Okay, the last one we're going to do for this mobility work, then we're going to get into all of our stretches here, is for our ankles. Okay, we've gone through every joint in the body here. We're going to finish off with our ankles. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead from a seated position. You're gonna flex, you're gonna be on closer to the edge of the chair so you can lengthen that foot. Flex the foot and then point, okay? Flex and point. From standing, if you have a chair or the side of the wall, okay, you can use that for some balance and flex, point. Flex, point, okay? Give me about 5 or 6 of these per side. A flex point is 1. Flex, point, flex, point, flex, point. We'll do one more on this side. I kind of lost my count. I'm good at doing that sometimes, losing my count, so I apologize. Okay, so other side here. All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to extend that leg long, whether you're seated or standing. We're going to point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. We're going to do 2 more. Point, flex, and point, and flex. Good. We've got one more ankle exercise. You should have felt a little bit of the calf stretch and maybe even the front of your shin, as well as that ankle mobility, okay? The last one we're going to do here from a seated position, it's the same positioning. We're just going to extend one leg straight, okay? And you're going to give me ankle rolls. Give me 5 in one direction, all right? Rolling in circles, and then 5 in the other direction, okay? And the same thing goes for these standing ones. Maybe just use the side of a chair, a table, a wall, just to give yourself a little extra balance so that you can focus on that nice big ankle circle. And my heel is still on the ground while I'm doing this, just to keep that, you know, balance. I'm not lifting the whole foot up off the ground. I'm just trying to get those ankle nice and mobilized here. All right, good. Healthy joints are important. We want to be able to move them through our full range of motion as best as possible. So that's what all of that exercise was. Continuing on, we're going to go on to a little more of some flexibility work. Now that's lengthening the muscles, stretching out, okay? So we're going to start with a chest opener. We are often in our daily lives forward in a posture like this. So it's really important to open and stretch and open all of that up, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to take the palms of your hands and you're going to put, I'm on the edge of my chair. You can do this standing too. I will show it standing. And you're just going to inhale, the palms on your back, and reach up and lift and think of your vertebrae lengthening, okay? And put your head where it's comfortable. If it's too hard to look up, if that hurts your neck, just look forward, okay? We're stretching the back here, okay? So don't put any undue pressure on your neck, okay? And this can be done and relaxed. Okay, we're going to do a couple reps of this. I'm going to show the next one standing. And I also want to show if it's too hard to get your palms to touch your back in this direction, you can do your knuckles this way, okay? If it hurts too much to go this way. All right, so I'm going to show with that one from a standing position from the side. I'm just going to open my chest towards the ceiling, putting my head wherever it feels most comfortable, and try to pull my shoulder blades back slightly. I'm not forcing anything. I just want to feel that stretch through the front. And relax, bring it down. Shake it out. We're going to do 2 more like that. Okay, so whether your palms are on your back or your knuckles are on your back, we're going to go ahead and inhale. Heart to ceiling, pulling the shoulder blades back slightly. And exhale, relax. All right, let's do it one more time. Inhale, pull those shoulder blades together in the back. Feel that chest open up, lifting the heart towards the ceiling. Inhale, and exhale, relax. Good, okay, so we are going to do, again, you're either going to stay at that position, or if you're able to, we're going to go ahead and open our arms up like this now. Okay, so same situation, standing or seated. I'll show them both. We're going to inhale and lift our heart to ceiling, pull those arms back, and then exhale, relax. Again, just put your head where it's comfortable. You do not have to look up if it hurts your neck. Inhale, open and hold. And exhale. Good. One more in this position. We're going to inhale, heart to ceiling, pulling the shoulder blades back, palms, our hands come back, and exhale. Good. Shake it out. We're going to do the same thing. Our arm position is going to change. If it's too intense, I do want you to stay down here, but if you can, we're going to do the same thing. with our arms up in a T position. So we're gonna inhale, lift our heart to the ceiling, okay, feel the lengthening in the spine, and pull those shoulder blades back. And exhale, bring it down, okay. Inhale, lift them up, heart to ceiling, and exhale, bring it down. One more in this position. Inhale, lift them up, pull those shoulder blades together, searching for the stretch in the front of the body, and exhale, relax it down. So we're stretching all through the front of here, maybe a little bit through here, maybe through here, you're feeling that, okay? We have one more variation at this level. If the T is too much, again, you're gonna stay here, and if we're gonna go into a Y position this time, okay? So if the Y position is too much, but you can do the T, you're gonna stay there. If the T is too much, you're gonna do the upside down, Y down here, okay? All right, so here we go. We're gonna inhale, lift our arms up into Y, and exhale, bring them down, okay? Two more like that. Inhale, chest to ceiling, arms in Y, pinching those shoulder blades, and exhale, down. Again, this can be done from a standing. We're gonna inhale, arms to Y, going through your range, and exhale, bring it down and shake it out. Okay, so now we're gonna go into a combination move. We're gonna do 6 of these. We are going to do our, oh, no, I jumped the gun here. We're going to do our lateral bends, okay? So to start, hands on the side first, we're just gonna rock side to side, okay? And the same can be done from a standing position. We're just warming up for the stretch we're about to do, okay? So from a standing position, rock, rock, rock. 3, 2, and 1, okay? Now what we're gonna do, this can be done from standing too. I just wanna get the full shot in just in case my arms cut off a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and lift our arms up, okay? And then we're gonna grab our wrist on one side if we can, and we're just gonna gently pull. I want you to think of like pulling arms up. I'm gonna gently grab on the wrist on the opposite side, and I'm gonna pull up and over and take a nice big inhale and exhale. You should feel that, should feel good right through here, underneath the shoulder, okay? And bring it back to center and relax. Okay, we're gonna do 2 more on each side. I'm gonna come back to sitting. We're gonna inhale and grab and exhale. Now, if it's too much to grab, okay, you can come down here. You can keep one hand down, okay? So do what feels comfortable for you here. And back to center, relax. Inhale, other side, pull. Again, you don't have to pull. This might be better for you. That's okay too, okay? And relax. One more each side. Inhale, lift it up. Grab the wrist and pull. Nice big morning stretch, right? And bring it back to center and relax. One more on the other side. Inhale up. Grab the wrist and gently pull up and over. And come back to center and relax. Good, shake it out. You might feel your shoulders a little bit there, and you should feel a little bit of a stretch right through here, okay? So from here, we are going into next stretches, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the one side of my head, okay, and gently pull it in the direction. And then with my other hand, I'm just gently pressing down, okay, creating a little bit of tension, not forcing it, just creating a little bit of a tension. You should feel a really nice stretch right through here. This is often a tight area on a lot of us, again, because of, you know, the current way we live with posture and working, you know, a lot of activities that we do in our day, whether we're doing laundry or dishes, we're leaning forward, and this tends to get tight, okay? And come back to center. Inhale and exhale in the middle. We're gonna go ahead and do the other side. Grab onto that head, press down with the other hand, and just give me some nice deep breaths here. Should feel relaxing and like a nice little pull and stretch here. And relax. Okay, we're going to do that again. Opposite side, inhale and exhale, and then grab onto the head. You're going to pull and then press with the opposite arm. Give me an inhale and an exhale here. And one more breath. Inhale and exhale here. Boy, that feels nice for me. I hope it does for you guys too. Other side, we're going to inhale and exhale in the middle first. And exhale. Now we're going to go ahead and grab the head on the opposite side here. Pull and press. Inhale and exhale. And I'm not pulling very hard or pressing very hard, just enough to feel a stretch. Inhale and exhale. Good. And bring it back to center. Go ahead and shake everything out. The next thing we're going to do is move on to the triceps, so the back of our arms. If you have any tightness back through here, this is also again going to hit that side here a little bit. And then again, same. This is going to look the same standing or seated. Okay, you're going to take your arm up forward. Okay, and I'm going to show you from the standing position side. I'm going to bring it as close as I can here. If you can't touch, that's okay. All right, I'm just going to, even if it's here, from here, I'm trying to pull wherever that range is. If it's here, then that's where you stay. If you're really flexible, you might be able to pull it all the way up here, okay? And we're looking to feel that stretch in the back of the arm, okay? And hold. And again, it's okay if you're here, all right? That's fine, as long as you're feeling a nice little stretch in the back of the arm, that's the range you want to work in, okay? And let's go ahead and relax. All right, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to lift my arm up out in front of me. I'm going to go ahead and bring my fingertips towards my shoulder. Even if it doesn't touch the shoulder, that's okay. I'm going to take my opposite hand on the back of the elbow, and I'm just gently going to pull up through my range of motion, wherever that is. Don't feel that you have to come all the way up to the level I'm at right now. If your body's saying, nope, I don't want to go that far. Just go where you feel the stretch, okay? Like this might be a more appropriate range, and you should feel this in the back of your arm. Good, and relax. We're going to do that stretch one more time on each side. Okay, 2 sets. All right, so going back to our first arm, we're going to lift it up, bring it toward the fingertips towards the shoulder, grab our opposite hand, pull the elbow up, and hold the stretch. Breathing, trying to keep your spine lengthened, right? You're not trying to sit back too much. If you can, try to lift yourself out of your seat. It's active work when you do that. It gets a little tiresome, so do what you can. And release. Okay, one more for the other side. We're going to go ahead and elevate that arm up. Bring it toward the fingertips towards the shoulder. Opposite hand on elbow, and we're pulling that back through our personal range of motion, okay? Not forcing, just stretching, all right? Again, we're actively trying to stay nice and tall in our seat, and it is effort. It takes effort to keep that spine straight, or fighting gravity there, so. And good, and then go ahead and relax, all right? Shake that out. All right, the next thing we're going to do is I'll show you first. These can be done seated and standing. All right, I'll do a little bit of both. All right, we're going to do our front raise, okay, right out in front of us. And we're going to interlace our fingers and go palms out. Okay, from there we're going to reach up. Okay, and then we're going to exhale and reach it all the way down. Okay, so that's a repetition. Now, if it's too hard to interlace your fingers backwards, like your body doesn't want to do this, okay, you can just keep them forward, okay, interlace and reach up this way, okay? All right, so here we go. Otherwise, you're going to go ahead and invert your hands so the palms are facing away from you. So should it standing too. Okay, inhale, front raise up, okay? Interlace the palms and press them out if you can. You don't have to press them outwards. Come up. And then release all the way down. Really reaching. I want you to think of like you're trying to touch the wall on either side of the room, okay? All right, so here we go. Inhale. Interlace and press. Bring it up. And then reach them down. Good, that's 2. All right, we're gonna do 3 more like that. I'm gonna come back to seated. Inhale, exhale, interlace and press. Inhale up, and exhale, reach out to the side. Good. Okay, here we go. Inhale, forward. Exhale, interlace and press. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, bring it down. But we have 2 more like that. I'm going to show the option with the fingertips without pressing them out. Inhale up, interlace, keep the palms forward. Inhale up, and exhale, reach it down. Good, let's do 1 more. Inhale, exhale, interlace, and either press or keep the other way. Inhale, and exhale, reach either side. Good, go ahead and shake those shoulders out. Get a little bit of a shoulder workout there. All right, from here, we are going into a, we're gonna stretch the back of the shoulder here. If you ever have any tightness in your upper back behind the shoulder, what we're gonna do, this is gonna look identical seated and standing, okay? We're gonna go ahead and take our arm, my palm is facing up, all right? And I'm just pulling it across my body here. Now, what I always like to tell my participants and clients is you really need to visualize this stretch. I want you to think of behind your shoulder blade. Tricky spot to point at on myself here, but back there. I want you to like visualize the muscle fibers stretching out while you're breathing, okay? Another inhale and exhale. And 1 more deep breath here. Good, and relax, shake it out. We're gonna do 4 breaths on the other side. I just talked for the first breath, so that's why I did 3 that you heard me do, okay? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull that arm across the opposite side of the body. My palm is facing upward, okay? And again, visualize that. Think of those muscle fibers pulling in the back of the shoulder blade there. We're gonna inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Good. All right, go ahead and shake that out here a little bit. Next, we are moving on to let me see, where are we at here? We're gonna go back to our lumbar stretch again, okay? So we're gonna go back into that stretch. We did this one already. I like to put this in twice because we often look tight through our lower back here. So again, this is where either your palms are on your back or your knuckles are on your back if it's too hard to rotate your palms and get your palms on your back, okay? See, I'm in the edge of my chair here a little bit. This can be done standing too. You're just lifting your heart to ceiling and really thinking of lengthening and elongating the spine here. And then exhale, round it down. And then we're gonna inhale, arch it up. And exhale, round it down. I'm gonna show you from standing from the side, okay? We're gonna inhale, arch it up and lengthen. And then I'm gonna exhale and just kind of round and tuck down. And inhale, up. And exhale, round it down. We have 1 more. We're gonna inhale. Lengthen, think of those vertebrae, creating space in between each of them. And then exhale, go ahead and bring it down. Good, all right, so from here, we're gonna do some inner thigh stretches, okay? So I'm gonna show seated first, and then I'm gonna show what standing looks like. I do suggest if you are standing to, have a prop like a chair or a couch or a table or something like that. From the seated position, I am closer towards the edge of my seat. My one foot is gonna stay bent. Then I'm gonna take my other foot, and I'm trying to keep both my feet facing forward, okay? Facing forward, and you should feel a nice pull through, you know, from all the sitting we do. This should feel good. This should feel like a nice active stretch right here, okay? All right, so from the standing position, let me show that real quick, okay? And then we'll get into the holds of that. From the standing position, I suggest holding onto the back of the chair, okay? And I'm just kind of leaning into my one hip here, all right? And trying to create the stretch, keeping the toes forward and creating a stretch right through the front here, okay? So right through the front here. All right, from a side position, I'm going to show you what that, I want you to see that my glute is pressing back, okay? I'm not trying to bend too far forward with my knee here, all right? And that's why holding on to something helps to keep you in that position, because you'll feel yourself work on this side too. All right, I'm going to perform this one from a seated position. All right, so here we go. We're going to hold this for about 20 seconds per side, all right? So we're going to go ahead at the edge of the chair if you're seated, keeping both those toes facing forward. And I want you to take a nice, relaxing breath. All right. Should feel that stretch right through that that groin, that inner thigh, that hip flexor. It should feel good. It should feel like work, but it should also feel like it's releasing. Okay, and those nice calming breaths help you ease into it a little bit. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And if it feels a little challenging standing, because you do get a little extra work on that muscle contraction on the other leg, maybe consider trying it in the chair if it feels just a little too intense. Okay. All right. So same thing, other side. We're going to keep both of our feet facing forward. Okay. Keeping one knee bent. All right. Lengthening the other, and those feet staying forward. Help you kind of get into that stretch there a little bit. Okay. Another inhale. We do so much sitting in our modern day life. You think of cavemen, they probably didn't have time to sit very often, you know, and they were first, first kind of people, right? So, our world has evolved into something where we have to be proactive in, reversing some of the effects of our modern day life. Okay. And good, release. Okay, go ahead and just shake that out. That should have felt like work right there. Did for me. Okay, so from here, we are going into a bent leg thoracic twist. Okay, so this one, I suggest, even if you're doing this or performing this standing up, for this one, I would suggest just sitting in a chair, a couch, for this particular exercise. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is sit back in your chair here. Okay. If you can, you're going to bring your leg up. This may be a little advanced, and I do understand that. So just bear with me here, okay, for a second while I show this. All right, you're going to bring your leg up, and you're going to hug. Okay, I'm just hugging my knee. Okay, and you should feel a nice stretch on the outside of your hip and into your glute, your piriformis. Sometimes if you have issues with your piriformis, it's a very common issue in a lot of people. This is a good stretch to help relieve tension, tight piriformis. Okay, so if that's too hard, maybe if you're able to get your leg up here, you can just come from the seated position and lean forward slightly. And if that's too much stress on your knee, maybe you can try to just stretch that knee into your, even if it's here, okay? You're just trying to stretch and lengthen the leg. We want to get those legs stretched out here a little bit. Otherwise, if you can, little hole right through here. All right. We're going to do the same thing the other side. Okay, so just shake it out here for a second. All right, so we're going to take that opposite leg. All right, you're either going to bring it here. Okay, let's say this is level 1. All right. Here, it's level 2. All right, where you're holding into here. All right. And this might even actually be a level 3. Putting your leg down here like this might be even a little more challenging. All right, so I like this level 2 right here. All right, again, so you hit the outside of the hip, a little bit into the glute and piriformis here. Okay, and relax. Good. All right, last stretch here is going to be for the hip flexors and the calves, okay? This is ideally a standing, so if you think you can stand for this one, give it a try. If you know you can't stand for this one, I'm gonna go back to our lateral stretch because we get our hip flexors. So if you are our hip flexors, so if you know you cannot stand for your stretch, I want you to come to the edge of your chair again, and I want you to focus on doing this stretch on each leg this way again. Okay, we're getting that in there a second time. Okay. Otherwise, if you're able to stand, all right, we're going to be doing it's like a split stance here. Okay, so I'm holding onto the back of my chair. My legs are split, and I'm just dropping that back knee forward a little bit. All right, to feel the back of my calf stretch. Okay, and also kind of getting into my hip flexor right here as well. All right, so it's just taking you to a different position here. All right, so hold and release. And a lot of times too, we're going to switch legs. You know, tight lower backs. Sometimes tight calves are actually the culprit. Sometimes you think, well, my lower back hurts. It must be my lower back. Sometimes you got to think of your body. The kinetic chain of your body. It's like gears to a clock. One thing stops working, something over here, is affected by it. So it's important to think of your body holistically like that. Good. I'm just bending that back knee forward and relax. Okay, and I'm just going to go into that lateral stretch we did for everyone who's seated here. Okay, so again, kind of just coming up on the edge of my chair slightly. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and extend one leg forward. All right, just feel that stretch through here. And if you're standing, you could always do another stretch that I just showed the standing version of. And then let's bring it center. And before we go to the other side so that we make sure we hit our calf too, let's go ahead and extend that leg straight and just give some flex and point, and then hold the flexed foot so you feel the back of the calf and that lower part of your leg just kind of stretching out there. You should also feel the front of your legs probably feeling like work right now. You probably feel like you're tightening that muscle in the front of your leg. Good. All right, same thing other side. All right, so we're going to go ahead and have a bent knee on one side, straightening the leg on the other, keeping the toes facing forward, and just feeling that gentle pull, getting into the hips. A few more seconds here. And release. Then we're going to bring that same leg that we just stretched forward. All right, give me a point and then flex it up. Pull it all the way back so you feel the back of that calf stretch. And again, you'll probably feel the front of your quadricep kind of working to keep that foot flexed, okay? Good. A few more seconds here. And then we are going to round out with just 3 big inhales and exhales with elevating and lowering the arms, okay? So we're going to inhale up and reach, and then exhale. All right, inhale all the positive energy, and exhale and rid all the negative. All right, one more. Inhale, positive, and exhale the negative. All right, guys, that takes us to about 45, 48 minutes there. So I hope you enjoyed the stretch. I hope it did a good job for you guys. Please let me know. I'm looking forward to chatting with you guys. So